Hi and welcome to Ali Lives Well on Less. I'm Ali, an early retired teacher currently living well on my small teacher's pension. And today is a Foodie Friday video and you are very welcome. And as you can see, I am standing in front of my new to me store cupboard pantry, and I thought I would start off the video by showing you how I've now reorganized it and how I am using it. And I think I mentioned on Money Monday's video, I said that last week I did a specific shop to top up my pantry. So you're going to see footage of that. There's about £90 worth of food that was mainly for my store cupboard. There was a few using things, but still all within November's budget. So that was absolutely fine. Then at the start of this week, I can't remember which day it was. I'm still not 100%. I'm still a bit fuzzy. So at the start of this week, I did pop to Waitrose and then Marks and Spencer's to get a few other bits and bobs. So you're going to see footage of that as well. So the Marks and Spencer's shop was using my Marks and Spencer's vouchers because, as I have mentioned in the past, I have a Marks and Spencer's credit card, and if you buy things using your credit card, they give you rewards. And because of the whole hacking scandal earlier on this year, there were actually 2 quarters worth of vouchers instead of just the one. So I had £11. Now it's basically free money because I just put things on my credit card and I pay off at the end of the month. So that's how I end up with those. So you'll see what I got with that, and some of that is there, the beans that came from that, but there's a few items in the freezer as well. Waitrose, I also got a couple of bargains, and in the meat department, and my daughter-in-law Layla got me some bargain chickens as well. So you're going to see footage of that in this video as well. So the big stock up shop that you're going to see some footage of was mainly things to stock up the stock cupboard, and I now have a shelf. Now the higher up shelf is dedicated to tins, cans of things that are unopened. So in here I do have, you know, things like beans and tuna and so on, and you'll see some things in the footage that I'm about to show. This shelf at a more accessible level is my pasta, cereal, rice, oats. We also got sugar and honey. So these things get used more often, and that's why they're at that level. This level, a few sort of things that are opened and in use as well. And thank you to all the suggestions for where I could get some storage. I actually got these in B&M. They were £5, so I got 2 just to sort of test and see if they fit the amount of bags. So these are 1.5 kilo bags of flour. I haven't emptied them out yet, but I think I might. But certainly the design means I could get quite a few of these in there, so I will definitely invest in a few more of those. So far the store cupboard is working really well. It has made me reorganize my kitchen a little bit differently, and I'm just going to swing you around here, and I now use this cupboard that housed my glasses, and it's for opened things. So I've got jars of opened things in these 2 shelves. Yeah, it's just making life a lot easier. So that £25 spending B&Q to get 4 more shelves really has transformed the way I'm using my kitchen. So the video that you're now going to see is my big shop from Tesco, just to stock up the store cupboard. You're going to see some meat bargains that I got for my freezer. I'm going to show you a little bit inside my freezer, and then I'll see you again at the end of the video. And so here we have a store cupboard top-up shop. This will do me well into January, February, hopefully. But yeah, this cost me £90.85 in Tesco. I did a click and collect. I had a free slot, and Miss Luna and I have just very quickly gone out in this horrible rainy weather to collect this, and I've just realised that the only thing missing is a bag of frozen chips, which I have put straight into the freezer. So starting off, we have 3 packs of baby wipes, some laundry detergent. I've got 4 bottles of High Juice, that's what I use to make my iced tea. I've got 2 packs of instant mashed potatoes. Weirdly enough, I was only allowed to buy 2. I don't know why, it wouldn't let me add any more. I've got tea bags, treats, which is just some gummy sweeties. I've got a bag of pasta. I've got some food bags, a bar of white chocolate, some vegetarian jelly. You're going to see that in a video at some point. Some hundreds and thousands. Stocked up in some herbs. I've got a Christmas pudding, sponge fingers, a white loaf that I'm going to need to make bread sauce, and I'm just going to tilt the camera up so you see the rest of me. Got some 4 tins of chopped tomatoes, got 3 tins of sweetened condensed milk, 2 tins of evaporated milk. I did order the Tesco ones, but they subbed the Carnation ones, the branded ones, for the exact same price, so that was a good deal. I've got some onions, I've got some cans of potatoes, I've got branded mayonnaise, Hellmann's, just because I like, I've just now noticed I've got hat here. I do like the Hellmann's mayonnaise and I use it sparingly, but Tesco's own ketchup, barbecue sauce, 2 jars of instant coffee, 2 tins of pineapple chunks and juice, got some fairy liquid, some bleach, some Coke Zero, 10 cans, 2 extra free, 4 tins of tuna, 2 cans of tomato soup. This is my comfort soup when I am feeling poorly and I don't have anything in the freezer, or I don't feel like anything's in the freezer. I've bought some cream full price to make butter and do something else. It's still cheaper to make butter from even full price double cream than it is to buy butter here at the moment, which is bizarre. And you get the buttermilk, which I will be using. 2 packs of streaky bacon and a carton of whole milk that I don't normally buy. But again, it's because I'm making some bread sauce and custard and things to go in the freezer. So apart from a bag of frozen chips that I have put into the freezer already, there you go. £90.85 for a stock up shop, plus a few things to eat in the next few weeks as well. So today's task is to cook these 2 large chickens and portion them up for the freezer for either this month, December, or January. And you can see they were almost half price, and I got 2 because there were at least 6 or 7 of these, plus some free range ones as well. So obviously that day Waitrose just had too many chickens. So this is what I got in Marks and Spencer's with my £11 of reward vouchers. I got a little gammon joint, and it is British. Quite a lot of the gammon joints you get come from Europe somewhere, so I was quite pleased to get a British outdoor bread one. That was £7. I've got some smoked salmon ribbons. That is going to go in the freezer, and that will be part of my starters stroke canapes for Christmas Day. That was £3. and 2 tins of Marks and Spencer's baked beans and tomato sauce. They were each 45 pence, so that was £10.90. And I also bought a birthday card, so I added £1.40 cash to my vouchers. So the gammon I'm going to cook and slice along with something else, you'll see. I then went to Waitrose and spent £25 and 4 pence. I had a 50p voucher for my bread flour. I also had a voucher for the white eggs, so I'm not sure if my 250p's off was just one for flour and one for the eggs, or if it was for both of my bread flours, because the receipt just says to save 50 pences, but hey, saved £1. But this I am very, very pleased with. This is a little beef joint, reduced from £22.66 down to £13.60. I have not bought a beef joint for well over a year, so that will also be cooked and sliced in its own gravy, and that will go into the freezer. I also got some avocados. One should be ready now and one will go into the fruit bowl. They were reduced £1.74. And I treated myself to some Scottish morning rolls. And I'm going to have a roll and bacon for my brunch. So there we go. Some successful shopping this morning. Stuff to go in the store cupboard, stuff to go in the freezer, and something to go in my tummy. So rather annoyingly, my crock pot slow cooker has broken. So I had to cook both of the joints in the oven, which, to be fair, I'm not that great at. So this was just cooked in my Le Creuset cast iron dish, lid on, with just some carrots, onions, and I did a little bit of water with Worcester sauce and soy sauce and a squirt of tomato ketchup. So it's now sliced up, and I will do some just flat frozen with a little bit of gravy sitting on top to keep the meat moist, and some I will portion up with the vegetables and a little bit of gravy as a meal. So as you can see, I've got quite a lot of slices, so lots and lots of meals out of there. And the gammon joint, the ham joint, was just cooked in the oven as it was, and all I did was put a big spoonful of honey on the top and wrapped it up in foil. So thanks to my meat thermometer, they are cooked as they should be, but they taste quite different to my usual joints because I normally just do them long and slow in my slow cooker. So yeah, but they're absolutely fine, and I'm going to portion them up now and put them in the freezer, and then I'll show you my freezer. So here we have in here all the layered bags of, we've got the ham, we've got the beef, we've got the 2 chickens, and we've also got the turkey. So there we go, there's the beef. That's the dark meat from the chicken. That's the chicken breast all cooked up. We've got actually some banana bread. That's turkey. I think there's more banana bread. Okay, and there we go, smoked salmon. And is frozen as well. So if you've made it all the way to the end of the video, thank you so much. As you can see, I am well stocked up in both my freezers. I'm well stocked up in my pantry cupboard and my extra cupboard. I have all my Christmas meal food apart from the fresh vegetables. So really, I don't need to spend a lot on food in December. So yeah, I feel really organised, food security wise. So we will go into 2026 with a good store of food for the next few months, really. Luna is a bit discombobulated today. I had my youngest son and daughter-in-law unexpectedly visit and stay overnight because their wee cat wasn't well and had to go to the specialist vet hospital in Edinburgh. So she's a bit, oh, they were here and now they're gone. So yeah, and it's a cold, horrible, damp, miserable day here in Stirling. So hopefully wherever you are staying warm and well. And yeah, I will see you again on Monday, where we'll have a wee chat about my finances going into 2026. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about how I'm going to change a few things going into the new year. So stay warm, stay well, and I will catch up with you again on Monday. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.